Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up everybody? You're tuned into another episode of Non Bae Says. It's me, your favorite Non Bae, P. Giovanni, aka PG13, aka PG13. Thank you for rocking with me once again on another episode of Non Bae Says. Well, this is it. We are here. We are at the end of a year, and now we have entered into a new year. 2021 is over with, or 2021 is done. And now we are in 2022. Once again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a very prosperous new year. And I hope that everything that you set out to achieve this year happens twofold and even more. So we did have a peaceful and successful Christmas. Everything went well. Things were calm. I didn't hear about any fatalities or accidents. I think there was one shooting on Christmas Eve. But otherwise, we had a pretty quiet, silent, and respectable Christmas. I had a lot of fun with my family, sitting down, eating dinner with them, playing games, playing basketball, and basically doing what we do as family, you know. The food was really nice. You know, we had turkey, ham, rice, macaroni, coleslaw, potato salad, the whole nine, the regular stuff that people normally do over here. And the desserts were very, very decent. I didn't take any pictures. No, I do have pictures, but I don't think I can upload the pictures. Yeah, we could just leave that on the side there. But otherwise, it was pretty nice, and it was a pretty good time, you know, chilling with my family, getting to catch up with them, you know, having fun and all of that. And now we are here in the new year. Hope things really go great. Looking forward to doing a whole lot more this year. Becoming a better version of myself. That's like a cliche thing to say, but it's definitely something that everybody should always look into, and not necessarily at the top of each year or every time your birthday rolls around or a certain date rolls around. Everybody should look to improve themselves each and every day to be a better version of themselves. But in the spirit of clichéness, yeah, this is the season for people to actually put out those actual goals and try to do better and all of that hippity hoop blah blah say. So understandably, right? But yeah, for this episode right here, I'm gonna just talk about some of the things that I plan to work on, some goals, as you might say, that I'm gonna work on improving for this new year, and hopefully all goes well. So one of the first things I definitely want to work on improving this year is developing the Wednesday Tuesday brand. As you all know, Wednesday Tuesday is the moniker, or the overall arcing umbrella, the ultimate production brand that I do all of my creative content and all of my projects underneath. So I definitely want to develop the Wednesday Tuesday brand and advance, you know, all of the services and all of the projects that it's doing, because Wednesday Tuesday is actually a business also. So I do things like videography, photography, voiceovers, advertisement commercials, you know, consultancy in terms of media, projects, pretty much presentations, hosting events, like being as a personality. I haven't done any personality events yet, but it's in the repertoire of things that I could do for people. So I definitely want to develop that brand, get it out there a whole lot more, promote it more, get people used to it, you know, get some reoccurring clients on board in whatever sector that they may need to come on board for. So I definitely want the Wednesday Tuesday brand to be doing more. And then obviously with the other projects that I do personally in terms of, the non-Bae channel and stuff like that, which I'll get into a little bit later in this list. I definitely want to expand those too and develop on those. But yeah, most definitely Wednesday, Tuesday brand. I'm looking forward to the Wednesday, Tuesday brand and business to expand and become a lot more better in the year 2022. Next on the list, I definitely want to produce more content for the non-Bae channel, which I was saying in the last point. So as you know, right now, I have 3 shows on this channel. I have Bae Plays, Bae Days, and of course, the one that I am on right now, Bae Says. And if you didn't really notice the difference between the 3 of them, you might have not even noticed that there was actually 3 shows, honestly. So I guess let me do a little brief explanation for that. Maybe later down the line, I'll have an episode totally dedicated to explaining 1, the Wednesday, Tuesday brand, and 2, exactly what's happening on the entire non-Bae channel. But first of all, the non-Bae Plays is basically dedicated to my love of video games, where I do playthroughs, or I guess talk about certain video games in maybe a solo podcast or a podcast with a friend who might be interested in the same game or the same genre of games or whatever. Or I just do a playthrough of with myself playing a video game that I might like, or a video game that might be popular at the moment. I might do a solo run, or I might do a special run where I have, once again, another friend coming in. We either critique the friend playing the game, or we just having fun playing together, whatever may have you, whatever I decide to do. So when it comes down to non-Bae Plays, that's what happens on that show. Non-Bae Days is basically like a mini vlog show. So I may decide to, bake a pastry one day, and I take you guys on the journey of me getting the ingredients, coming back home, doing the preparation, baking, taking you guys through the steps of it all, and then just making a cake and giving you guys like a taste test. Or I might decide to go and probably like see a film or something, or do an activity in the outside world. And what I'm going to be doing is doing a vlog showing me participating in said event. So that's basically what the non-Bae Days is about. And non-Bae Says, obviously, is the mini solo podcast that I have here, where I just talk about miscellaneous topics, whatever comes to mind, whatever is in season at the time, or whatever suggestions that my listeners give me. So yeah, if you didn't know, that's a little overhead or overrun of the 3 programs that are produced on the non-Bae channel and offered on the non-Bae channel. So my next point is definitely to establish a healthy money-saving routine. And the thing is, you could enter into your ASUs, you could enter into your credit unions, have a savings account at the bank, whatever may have you. All that is good, it works for some people and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think one of the best things in saving money, or one of the best tactics used to save money, is just to have very good self-discipline, self-control, and you could save a whole lot. If you're able to save a lot of money just at home, or just keep it on your bank account and never touch it, I think that's one of the better ways to save money. Establish a very strong and healthy routine where you just sit down and you say, okay, by the end of this week, I want to save X amount of dollars. By the end of 2 weeks, I want to save X amount of dollars. And then by the end of the month, I want to save X amount of dollars. I used to have a routine back in the day where I would save like $1 a day, and by the end of the week, I would save $5 on top of the $1 a day at the end of the week too for that day. And then I used to get paid bi-monthly on my old job, and I used to say, okay, on my first paycheck, I would save X amount of dollars, in addition to saving the weekly rate and $1 a day at the same time. And then at the end of the month, I would save X amount of dollars, take it out of my paycheck to save, while doubling up on the end of the week saving, and then tripling up on the $1 a day too. It was a pretty good routine. It helped me to save a lot of money, and I kind of lived by that routine, and it works. It was effective, and even though sometimes the totals may have been small that I saved, you know how the saying goes, every dollar adds up. So if you're able to have self-control and stuff like that to save like that, I would recommend doing that. So I'm gonna definitely go on one of those routines again, where I'm able to save in certain ways like that and just keep my money stacked. And that also encompasses just me having better spending habits. My spending habits wasn't necessarily bad when I was saving first, but with even more better spending habits after I went through this entire process of, the pandemic and the recession, basically the job and the money recession, it helps me to really have a different outlook. As good as I was doing, I could do so much more better, and I am definitely prepared and ready to do even better with any little piece of money I get in. I'm gonna have a very vigorous routine saving plan, aggressive saving plan. You got to. So the next point on my list is to grow and develop more personal skills in terms of me doing things like media. So develop more photography shooting skills, more editing skills, more video shooting skills, all the skills that I possess, all the skills that I went to school to learn and train for. So I want to just develop, writing skills and all that stuff and establish a solid workout routine. So physical health is definitely something very important to each of our everyday lives. And I do take it fairly important, not as important as I should take it, but I definitely want to be cognizant of making a very solid workout routine and keeping to a solid and strict diet to help me to expand and build upon that solid workout routine to maximize my efforts in keeping a good body and keeping healthy, especially nowadays with all these genetically modified foods, all of these viruses and stuff coming out. It's pretty important and pretty imperative, maybe now more than ever, that we definitely take care of our bodies and keep our bodies healthy. And the weird thing and unfortunate thing is sometimes the people who even do the most work in making sure, to keep their eating habits clean and healthy and keep their bodies healthy, sometimes the worst things happen to them too, unfortunately. And I ain't trying to say like that's something to shoot down my point to keeping a solid workout routine and keeping my body healthy, but it's just that unfortunate things happen sometimes. But most of the time you don't want to leave yourself vulnerable and open to attacks with such bad diets and just such bad routines in taking care of your body. It's very important that we take care of our body. We put our time into, promote and take care of so much other more things. We could definitely pay ourselves tribute and give ourselves a treat and definitely take care of our bodies also. And the next New Year goal I have here is to participate in more collaborations. So being a creative, it's always good. I actually do prefer to work by myself more so because I have exactly what my vision is in my head and I know how to go about achieving that vision, each step that I must take, and I get to work at my own pace, achieving the masterpiece that is always in my head, and I get to basically tweak each and every aspect of it the way that I want it because I know exactly how I want it in terms of like shooting video content or recording video content like this. And then when it comes down to editing and the creative control that I have when I editing and producing and pushing out and promoting my content, I'm able to just have all that control, and that works better for me. But one thing I definitely want to do is just to participate in more collaborations because I like collaborating, honestly. In terms of all the collaborations that I've done so far, I enjoyed them all. It was good fun, and it was good things to learn from the people who I collaborated with, and some of them learned things from me too. So I definitely want to participate in more collaborations, build my network a little bit more. I mean, I really don't care about being in circles of who's and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's always good to, once again, have a network and be able to call out on people when you need help on a certain project, or they may be able to give you aid, or just knowing some people might help you to produce more stuff for yourself, like help you to do better in producing things for yourself if you need like an extra hand or something. So that's definitely something that I want to look into for next year. So in terms of what next year may hold and what we could look forward to, well, I ain't no prophet, I ain't no fortune teller, but more than likely we're probably gonna have more COVID and coronavirus issues, more protocols. We're probably gonna have more variants, more strains coming out. some aggressive strains, probably some more less aggressive strains. Unfortunately, we can't avoid it, but we're going to probably have more deaths, probably a lot more sick people, a lot more people getting vaccinated, maybe a different vaccination. They don't have a lot of booster shots out. So maybe there might be even multiple booster shots even coming out next year. Just know that we're going to be entering, I don't know what phase of this pandemic next year. And I feel like it's going to keep going on, so I guess we're going to look out for more COVID and coronavirus issues. But hopefully we have a very inactive hurricane season. This year wasn't necessarily too bad, and we hope to keep it on a low for now because we've been suffering from hurricanes for the past couple of years. So now is the time to be in like a somewhat of a recovery mode, and it's a nice recovery period. So hopefully next year we have a very inactive hurricane season. Lord knows we don't need any hurricanes coming. We just really trying to catch ourselves from Dorian. And even though Dorian been a few years back, it's a lasting impression. And mind you, we've been having hurricane on top of hurricane on top of hurricane, like I said. So yeah, I look forward to that. Next, hopefully we could have a bit more balance in the world, go back to the, in quotation marks, norm that we were to before the pandemic, where we could just pretty much be free, chill out, not have to stipulate how much people come to a function, be able to buddy and chummy up with people again, the mask mandate and all of that stuff. It's a different world that we're living in. I don't see it changing anytime soon, but hopefully something could break through soon enough. You know what I mean? Not to say that I'm tired of it or anything. And sometimes I do appreciate, being able to have your own space or whatever. But at the end of the day, yeah, life as it wasn't really that bad before the pandemic. Some people prefer this lifestyle now. I low-key slightly prefer it sometimes, for real. But honestly, you kind of miss the camaraderie which you had before. Once you had good established relationships with people in your circles or whoever you come into contact with that you appreciate, so let's look towards that. And last but not least, just prosperity, good things going on in the world. Maybe actions for world peace to be coming along. People just doing good. World hunger, making a step in the right direction where people don't have to suffer from dying from hunger no more and stuff like that. Once again, in terms of world peace, no killing, no people dying, just the world uniting and coming together somehow, some way to make our future a better future in the years to come. We want to move forward. We want to be progressive. We don't want to regress. We don't want the world to become a desolate, dark future. We want things to flourish and flourish. Although flourish is not a word, but you get what I'm saying. We just need things to look up a little bit more. We don't want things to be looking down. I mean, this is probably the most stressful time period ever in recent years, honestly. And that's no disrespect to people who went through discrimination and slavery and other depressions and stuff like that. But, well, it's our time now, and this is what we live in. This is the reality now. So this is what we know. And the funny thing is, in terms of a money recession, financial recession, this is the second one. There was one in 2008, and 2020 was a financial recession again. You know what I'm saying? They come in quick and they close and stuff like that. So a lot of us, we live through two financial recessions. We living through pandemics after pandemics after pandemics, so I definitely just want some type of light at the end of the tunnel, something to give people that glimmer of hope, that little shine in their eyes, to make it feel like, hey, we could look somewhat towards a brighter future. We don't have to be too concerned about our future, and if we're gonna have children and grandchildren and stuff like that, and for our nieces and nephews and the children of our community, looking forward to at least being able to support them properly and do well by them. But anyway, that was just a quick little episode to start off the new year. It's good that we continue in this second season. Hope you guys enjoying things so far. And by next episode, we'll be getting into more, not personable topics, but we getting into the more, not cliche topics. We just getting in some topics next week, now that we got the formalities of Christmas and New Year's out and stuff like that. Look forward to me just going into more modern day, everyday topics and stuff like that. As usual, program is the program, business is business. So look forward to that. And once again, I would like to thank each and every one of you for listening to the show, tuning in. And I hope you come back next episode as we discuss more things. If you have any suggestions, please don't hesitate to contact me or leave a comment down below. If you want to get my contact, I might flash it on screen now, I might not. Probably didn't. But leave a comment below. Definitely check it out. You could probably ask me for my content. I might put it inside the description box or something, one of these episodes. Who knows, or whatever. A lot of people don't be contacting me anyway. Like, I don't think nobody honestly contacts me. People just listen to the show, which is cool. I mean, one or two people who have my contact already and listen to the show, they told me or asked me, what about this? What do you think about that? So much love and much appreciation to y'all. And if you're a new listener or anybody coming in for the first time, then hey, get on it and tell me what you think about it, all right? Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you hate it. All of that good stuff. But anyway, let me start rambling. Close this episode up. Thank you for listening once again. This has been your favorite non-bae. I'm signing out. Peace.